Greetings, Black Light. Let's get right. Let's get right to what we're talking about, living just enough for the city. This is a series I'm going to start every Thursday. Uh, we're dealing with circulating that dollar in the community. So money is constantly being paid out. The city is a small plantation. You work for manufacturers, producers, for Burger King, to Walmarts, to uh, these are big companies, not no small company. A lot of times, uh, a cartel owns uh, the majority of these companies, but using different names. Uh, just like Seagram's Gin or Seagram's, uh, at one time used to be, I don't know if they still are, used to own Sony Records. And Sony Records might be tied in to another entity like CBS. See, the only thing that black people produce is entertainment. And that money is dispersed uh, outward. Uh, Very few brothers control the music industry. Berry Gordy was one of the most famous brothers, but he didn't lost control. He has many partners now, so I don't know where he sits on the board, but he might be getting ready to produce more music or whatever because they building up here in Detroit. That might be a good thing. It's a good thing for black people. But the money still is going to be going out to community. And by yesterday, I was mentioning rehabilitating these abandoned houses and the block owning them, the block owning those lots. Because once they knock them down, the city gonna be selling those lots. And you can believe that people outside your community are going to be jumping on that. The Arab community uh, is going to jump on it, and the Caucasian community. Now, people want to think that we all are integrated. They got you fooled. When they get his census, that should be a warning bell that we're not all the same because they want to know uh, the census of the black community. Instead of saying, well, we all Americans, they got it categorized. See, anytime somebody categorizes you, they separate you. When they separate you, they can control you more better. So and Caucasian is good for compartmentalizing uh, things, so he can control it, separating things so he can control it. And we're not, we appear to be integrated, but we're not integrated because he got us all classified as different things. Instead of saying we all Americans, he got Black American, Italian American, Muslim American. You see, that America is a brand name. It's also a religion. We pray to the flag more than we pray to the supreme being. So it's all a psychological technology on your brain. So you think that we all are fighting for the same things. When you hear a white man saying that the government is doing it wrong, you think you're fighting for the same thing. But today, on Democracy Now!, Bloomberg, there was a secret tape of this guy talking to the police on the stop and frisk law. And he was telling the police officers, who were mostly probably Caucasian, that your criminal types are more prone to be African American. They the ones that got the gun, and they done probably done something wrong more than white people. See, they talk secretly behind closed doors. See, in the public they talk one way, and when they get among themselves, they talk another way. And gullible black people, they so gullible. And the reason why they so gullible and believe this mess is because they want to believe and they want to be gullible. Because then you could blame somebody else for something that you should have done yourself. I know in the ring, a boxing ring, they tell the fighters to protect yourself at all times. And if they fail to, to protect themselves, they probably gonna get knocked out. Well, that's one lesson that black people in the so-called ghetto, which is a ghetto because if it's a majority ethnic group living in that spot, congested spot, that's what ghetto means. It's not our word, it's a word that the Jews came up with in Germany. And all of those people in Germany were the same ethnic group, even Hitler. But the name is what separated, so that could be easily manipulated or slaughtered. Well, we got a code name, This is what the Moors was talking about. But whether or not you call yourself Moor, or whether you call yourself something else, you can't blend in like the Jew could blend in to the white people. Jew is white. See, we can't blend in because of our color, so-called color. But we want to blend in, we want to be a part so bad, but we still separated. And we want to show the Caucasian that we making money and we give him our money. He makes your vacuum cleaner, he makes your toaster, your knives and forks, your plates, your toilet paper, your toothpicks, and all the major things, all the necessities in life. He produces them and makes them. And you're a consumer, you consume them. And you don't realize that you need to start doing something for self. So all these abandoned houses and buildings, you should, try to utilize them in your neighborhood. by purchasing yourself like Nipsey did. He was a good example of doing for self. That's why he got, that's another reason why he got assassinated. But you know, you always got the one who built an army around himself, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He didn't get assassinated. He died of old age. See, we got to build an army in the hood. Instead of gangs in the hood, we build self-protection. We call it self-protection. We don't call it gangs no more. We call them clubs, organizations. We legalize them. Militia is in the Constitution. And militia was supposed to be protectors of the neighborhood, even protectors from the Army or the Navy. You know, that's why they were in a battle with Timothy McVeigh and still are at odds with the militia today. But you know, the Panthers was on the right track, but they just didn't use supreme wisdom. So we're going to continue this. We got to keep that dollar at least circulating 10 times in the neighborhood amongst each other before we sit it out. So we got to start producing for ourselves. And we're going to give some more talk on this on the next video. And then after that, Supreme Wisdom next Thursday. This is Black Light.